Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And before we start, I want to quickly announce the big giveaway that we're doing, as we're giving away 100 XRP if this video hits 1500 likes within 24 hours. And all you have to do to enter is make sure you are subscribed, make sure you comment something down below, and make sure you press the like button. It is that simple. Also, guys, go check out 5 Minute Crypto. It is definitely going to be worth it, as, well, the videos are just 5 minutes. They're cool crypto updates, and they have no ads. So go check it out. I want to start this video off by showing you a pretty interesting video. It is about 2 minutes, and it is a little bit annoying because I have to let you listen to it via the phone, but I'm just going to quickly say I don't know officially if this is the real sound. I mean, I think so, but I also do not know exactly from when it is and all that type of stuff. I just do not yet know, but I'm going to assume that it is a little bit older, all right? The text above it here from Crypto Bull is Gary Gensler, nominee for the SEC chair, talking about Ripple XRP as possible bridge currency of the banking system. And the video itself is also quite interesting, even though you don't really see his mouth talk too much. So let me see if I can let you listen to this in the easiest fashion. Let's see.
Much of the much of the cost is because you're moving from one ledger to another. Sorry to get sort of down into the accounting, but you're moving from one fiat currency to another fiat currency, which are in essence kept on two different ledger systems called two different commercial banking systems in, did you say Tanzania to Nigeria? So you have two different ledger systems. And over the centuries, a whole process of Nostra accounts and the setting up of the account base to do that. It can be done on blockchain and between two central banks, but the thinking is that you might need some bridge currency between Tanzania and Nigeria, and there's a number of blockchain technologies that do that basically, instead of SWIFT, which is just a messaging system, and then the banks have to somehow pre-fund in Nostra accounts. I hope I didn't lose too many people, but this is about the technology of banking, not the technology of blockchain.
And one very important part there already is just how he's going to compare the current system and the newer system which can come in place. And from that perspective, a guy like Gary Gensler is definitely one of the most knowledgeable in the field, in, for example, the SEC or potentially even at MIT, because of, I guess, what he's been involved with. Now, I don't actually know exactly how he rolled into all of this. Like, why does he know so much about crypto? Is he just a professional who likes it, or did he really do anything else in terms of building? That I do not yet know for certain. But the fact that he is going to be the chair of the SEC, even though he might not like XRP like some people said, just him being so knowledgeable definitely is going to put a dent into the system, and in my opinion, it is definitely going to help as well.
But to go between Tanzania and Nigeria, you need somebody to bear some counterparty risk that the ledgers both move and are adjusted at the same time. And usually it's a bank that is in both countries. You could use blockchain, but the current thinking is you need a bridge currency in between, and that bridge could be a stable value that's backed by the U.S. dollar or the euro. It could be a currency even like Ripple has an alternative. It's just piloted in May, so it's not yet up in any enterprise-wide level, but that you might need something to basically hop, skip, jump. I don't know the currency in Tanzania, but Tanzanian currency to skip to Nigeria, you might need something in the middle, which is called a bridge currency on the blockchain. It could be Bitcoin.
Okay, so yeah, pretty funny. A little bit after that, somebody's going to say, I'm not sure if it's him or not, because if you've watched the clip yourself and not listened it through my little setup here, you'll notice the mouth and the talk itself, they're not really synchronous. It doesn't look that amazing, to be honest. So I'm not sure if everything comes from his mouth or if somebody just talked over it, but I'm going to assume that is the real thing. I guess we can just easily look it up, but I kind of assumed already that it was the real thing. We might verify that a little bit later. But somebody says it could be Bitcoin. And the main reason that is so, and that's also a valid thing, is because, what XRP is doing is not necessarily unique. What it's being built for is not necessarily the only coin that could do it. There is definitely quite a lot of currencies that could do it, but the question is basically, what currency is it going to be? And if you're comparing all these coins, then if you ever pick Bitcoin over XRP, I think you're definitely in the wrong field, because why would you do that? If we're talking about all these huge transfers and taking away the Nostrovastor system and whatnot and being the bridge, it's going to be very cumbersome if a transfer is very expensive or if it takes a very long time. So from that perspective, Bitcoin and Ether are already just checked off the board because they're either slow or ridiculously expensive to send. And yeah, from that perspective already, XRP used to be the third or even second in the market cap, so it will be the first coin that you could kind of pick. But it's also because that coin is based upon payments. That's the whole idea. And the company mostly behind XRP, Ripple, is building the bigger use case for it. So it's basically like Ripple is throwing XRP in front of everything already. So it's only logical if they were to also choose a coin which primary focus is on that already. You might also say, well, they have the KYC and whatnot requirements that also make everything easier. Yes, it does too. Right? It makes everything easier that they're anti-money laundering compliant with everything. As I said before, go check out 5 Minute Crypto. Don't forget it, all right? Go subscribe to it. It's definitely going to be worth it. These videos are good, they're nice, and they're just 5 minutes long. Crypto Eddie just posted Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are skyrocketing. It's said that this is a temporary phenomenon, or that there have been times when it has skyrocketed in the past, but I do not consider it a temporary phenomenon. It'll be positioned as one financial product in the future by Yoshitaka Kitao, the CEO of SBI Holdings Group, and also a member of the board of Ripple. Here's the official article, or maybe video if you want to check it out, but it's in Japanese. I don't know what it says. However, Kitao has earlier also showed very, very positive sentiments regarding XRP and Ripple. As said, he's on the board. They have a joint venture together, and thus it's not that strange that he is. Yet it's also very important because this guy is a big business figure. So him saying that out there is also saying something. It's basically a vouch. And that also, once more to me, shows if Ripple/XRP can't get their gratification or whatever in the US, they'll move and everything is still going to be fine in the end of things. It's just all temporary, in my opinion. And the skyrocket, will eventually come. I don't think we should really focus too much on the short-term news. It's all about the bigger picture. It's all about the lawsuit. And another story, by the way, guys, go check out GSX. It's the first gold-backed crypto, the first growth coin. I personally have a couple $1,000s in it because, hey, it's the first of its kind. And sometimes those guys take off like crazy. I know, however, that I can lose all my money investing in crypto. You got to know that. You got to understand. And yeah, as I said before, 10 cents a pop, plus an 8% bonus right now, plus a 5% bonus using my link. And the sale is almost over. So just go check it out. If you don't like it, you don't go for it. If you like it, hey, maybe check it out. And let's move on. How much Bitcoin should I own? A mathematical answer. That's actually a pretty funny thing, in my opinion, all right? Because I've explained to so many people how much XRP you should hold for X amount of dollars and whatnot. And I always comes down to a certain point. What do you want to get to, right? There's basically three things. How much money do you want to get eventually? And then the other question is, how much XRP or Bitcoin do you think you can accumulate by that time? Right? That's, I guess, questions that I normally ask. And then the third one is, what is your ultimate price prediction, or the price prediction for a certain point in the future at which you want to measure this one? Because how much should you own is ridiculously difficult if you don't have an answer of where you want to get to. Here they're saying a starting point for investment of your portfolio for, highly risked things is about 0.5%. But in my opinion, all these articles and all these studies done and all these big documents being written are all about people with already either generational wealth or just big amounts of wealth, basically. If you are new to building wealth, you're in the accumulation phase, basically, and you want to build up money. If you only go for 0.5% exposure, you might never get anywhere, all right? If you have $20 million or $100 million maybe, this story becomes quite different than if you only have, for example, $500. If you have $500 and you're throwing 0.2% into crypto, you basically, I'm not going to say you have nothing, but you can get yourself some Cardano. That's basically that, right? You can't really get yourself too much, if you guys get the picture. And so, yeah, I never really tell people that if you don't have that much money that you should only go for a really small percentage. But that might also be because we're kind of skewed, right? We're biased. We like crypto. We don't really see the risk of default too much because, well, we believe in the technology. And some others look at it objectively thinking, okay, if I were to compare crypto to some other stock, there's a higher chance that the stock is going to remain stable or solid rather than crypto. There's a bigger chance that crypto is kind of a quote-unquote bubble, and thus if you want to be safe with less gains and less risk, go for some of these stocks, for example, or bonds. And at one point they are correct, because is crypto a little bit more risky than maybe the stock market or so? If you're talking about full default, I'm going to say yes, crypto is definitely a lot riskier because the stock market may crash, but it will never be gone, so you always have at least some money. But can you get more gains with the stock market than crypto in general? I'm going to say, yeah, I could, but most likely not, right? Most likely crypto is the best bet for big gains and big money if you know what you're doing, if you're playing it smart. And that's why I always tell people, man, why not just go for it and see? As long as you don't spend all your money on risky investments and don't go all in on crazy projects like this type of stuff, then I think you're good. If you just have yourself a couple of top coins and you just basically go up or down when crypto in general goes up or down, I think you're good. Coins like this are when you want to go for the extra risk. If you want to take some money that can maybe go times 25, times 40, times 50 or so. But your general portfolio should be in some safer coins, like maybe, I'm just going to shout some out, right? A Bitcoin, an Ethereum, and an XRP, some stuff like that, as to just give an example. Or Polkadot, a Cardano. I'm actually thinking of starting up a Patreon where I give you guys tips as well with my portfolio updates. So where I just share my portfolio right now in terms of percentages, of course, and what I'm doing with that. Let me know down below if you would be interested, and a couple other things. But just let me know, because I'm not sure exactly what I want to create. There's a couple things in my head, but I'm not sure exactly what people would like to see. Then, by the way, Unstoppable Domains, I don't really talk about this one too often anymore. I still have some domains that I wanted to buy, I see. There were four in this one at the start, but people have bought them piece by piece. I guess it's a little bit laggy. Not exactly sure what's going on with that. Maybe I'm logged out, but it's been so long since I maybe pressed that I'm logged out, but it didn't update just quite yet. That could be the case. Point being, this Unstoppable Domains thing is if you really want to get yourself an NFT, all right? I can definitely recommend people to come check it out as well. They've been online for a pretty little while here. A lot of people using them, and they just sold their first $100,000 domain, which I believe was win.crypto. I believe that was the name that they just sold. Maybe my internet is bugging out. Maybe my internet is broken or something like that. But yeah, these are NFTs, right? So come check it out if you wanted to get into that space. It might be that my internet is broken. I'm not quite sure. Maybe the site is not doing well. Maybe they got a huge amount of traffic. Because I just got an email saying that they are going to launch a new sale in a couple of hours from now. I'm not sure exactly what it said in the email. Could also be that they're overexposed. I think, however, that is my computer, though. But let me know if you actually check the website to see if they're down, because that would be a little bit strange. I had a story here about, this one. So the XRP Bully said you should strive to be in the top 10% of XRP holders. And I just wanted to quickly show you guys exactly what that would take and how that has changed over time here. At first, becoming a 10% XRPer would actually be like 3,500 or so XRP, and that number kept going up for a long while. Right now, it has actually deteriorated from about 2,600 in December to only 2,200 XRP right now, which is right around $1,000, so to say. And that's pretty funny in my opinion, that right now you can be a top 10% account with just $1,000. I'm not saying you should all do it. I'm not saying you can't actually do it, that everybody should, blah, 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 blah. I don't really think that's the opinion anybody should have. I am saying, however, that it's really crazy how a top 10% right now for $1,000 can be the next 1% of the world, right? I know it sounds kind of sketchy, kind of strange. I'm just personally thinking that all this XRP stuff is going to blow up in some time, one point or another, and that everybody who has at least 10%, for example, and everything, yeah, theoretically speaking, it should be good, right, in terms of money, with all the predictions that people should be having. Are you going to get ridiculously rich? Not too sure. Are you a top tier adopter of crypto, though, which is going to be forming the new 1%? Yes, you definitely are, in my opinion. Then we also had RippleNet's Nium expands to 4 major African countries with new ways of remitting funds. Ripple-friendly Nium is expanding its remittance business to 4 major African markets and has added new ways of making remittances. It's pretty cool, not too big. From the perspective of, will the price rise because of stuff like this? Definitely not. Is it nice that Ripple keeps expanding? Yes. We also got a Dubai part I read. I don't have it open right now. I think it's going to be coming up in the next video, so stay tuned. We got a lot of crazy stuff coming, by the way. Honestly, if you just consider what has happened for crypto already and what's going to be coming along the way in the next couple of months, man, it's all so big. It's all so groundbreaking. We're all still part of it. You should be thanking yourself to be so early into this newer technology, because I still believe we're the first small percentage of people who are going to be adopting this, and it's only going to be getting bigger. It's only going to be getting bigger. But guys, thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.